The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence. In North Carolina, Brandon!
Brendan.
So, we are all in prison. Sulin and Saphiro are... Oh, Roy is taken away to be tortured because she's the boss and in charge, at least according to the Drow, because she's a woman. Then Saphiro and Sulin both... No. Saphiro and Jor-Karroc both try to learn new spells in the poo cell. Sulin searches her cell and finds a sword hidden by a clever brick in the wall. A Drow comes to Saphiro and gives him a note. This is after Sulin finds one written by someone else in her gruel. Because, of course. Both notes are written by different people. Based on the handwriting, there is a brief moment where Saphiro has the droid run across the room and slide under the door type thing until he remembers Scribbles can fetch the note from Sulin, who of course can't read. Both notes suggest different ways of escaping, so we do the clever thing. Wait, the key. Sephiro's cell has a hidden key. The note says where to find it, okay. Sulin disguises herself as a busty drow with her big old titties. She scouts the place and comes back with a plan to sneak us all out, disguised as slaves. We escape and totally just go the right way first time. But we get ambushed because one of the notes was a clever trap. But Sulin kills the assassin. And we meet a number of drow who seem to be working for a rival house. We escape out into the Underdark. We find an abandoned camp and a cave, and we try to shelter in the cave, but it's filled with like naked bathing drow woman. And drow trying to kill her. We fight them off, and Jor-Karroc is totally useful. And I don't just spend the whole fight simping for a dog. Eventually we save this woman and take her back to the Drow city. Oh, this whole time M has been being dragged around because she is dead to the world. Because she got her red lion chopped off. Well, her hand. Anyway, we get back, and the Drow are impressed we would risk ourselves for a Drow woman. So they put us under house arrest, or tell us not to leave the city. So we do. I mean, we don't leave the city. We get rooms at an inn run by a busty drow woman. And we learn it's odd, but Saphiro likes it because of the tits. We do a bunch of stuff, and then we slap the Silverhand on M. And because this is such a powerful and pivotal moment for my NPC, I decide to not show up for the important aftermath.
Bestiary of Folk Creatures of Arok.
The Quo-Toa. Their climate and terrain is aquatic subterranean. They are very rare. They are tribal. They mostly come out at night and are carnivorous. They are of high intelligence and of neutral evil alignment, generally speaking. Rather slow on land, but fast on or in water. Their size ranges from medium to large. Quo-Toa are an ancient race of fishmen that dwells in the underground and harbours a deep hatred of surface dwellers and sunlight. A Quo-Toa presents a cold and horrible appearance. A typical specimen looks much like a human body, albeit a paunchy one, covered in scales and topped with a fish's head. The huge fish eyes tend to swivel in different directions when observing an area or creature. The hands and feet are very long, with 3 fingers and an opposing digit partially webbed. The legs and arms are short. For the body size, its coloration is pale grey, with undertones of tan or yellow in males only. The skin has a sheen from its slimy covering. The colour darkens when the Quo-Toan is angry and pales when it is badly frightened. a strong odor of dead fish follows it around. It wears no clothing, only leather harnesses for its weapons and gear. Typically, a Quotoan warrior carries daggers, spears, shields, harpoons, and weighted throwing nets. Quotoa speak the strange subterranean trade language common to almost all intelligent underworld dwellers. If a Quotoan priest is in a group of Quotoa, it is unlikely that a creature native to the plane of water will attack, for the priest will request mercy in the name of the sea mother, Blibdupoop. These creatures normally travel in well-armed bands. It is probable that any Quotoan high priest armed with a pincer staff, this is a 5-foot-long pole topped by a 3-foot-long claw, if the user hits an opponent, the claw closes around the opponent, making escape impossible, even if you are a ninja. When 2 or more Quotoan priests or priest thieves operate together, they can generate a lightning stroke by joining hands. The bolt is 2 feet wide and hits only one target unless by mischance a second victim gets in the way. The special defenses of these creatures include skin secretions, which gives attempts to grapple, grasp, tie, web, or sneak up behind and stab with a dagger that sucks their soul out, only a 25% chance of success. They have excellent independent monocular vision and infravision, and have the ability to sense vibrations up to 10 yards away. They are nearly impossible to surprise, even if you are a ninja. Quotoa are not totally immune to poisons and paralysis. Illusions are useless against them, however, Quotoa hate bright light. Quotoa spawn as do fish, and hatchlings, or fingerlings as they call their young, are raised in pools until their amphibian qualities develop, about 1 year after hatching. The young, now a foot or so high, are then able to breathe air. They are raised in pens according to their sex and fitness. There are no families, as we know them in Quotoa society.
That was an excerpt from the Bestiary of Folk Creatures of Arok. Now, let me tell you a tale from an age of heroes.
So, you will place the Silverhand upon the creature. I could not have planned a better torment for both of them. Silverhand forced to serve a half-orc, a creature herself a victim of rape and abuse. Perfect. And the orc, stripped of her pride and worth, forced to endure the torment of one who hates it more than any other. Oh, Sephiroth, my servant, you take after me so well. How cruel your kindness is. I bless you. This work exceeds the work of any of my servants.
The wisdom of the assassin Kasumi was gainsaid, but such a foolish action was taken with great love and hope. Sephiroth, shepherd of my champion, you are beyond my power to aid, and your kindness may yet indeed cause you pain. But you have always endured personal pain to aid others, and I cannot find that wholly wrong. My champion, you must learn swiftly, for this new trial will be hard for you. For now you must bear the pain of two women who need you. Anna Silverhand, angry and hateful in life, must learn to weep, so she may learn to laugh. Raxkarn, the half-orc, must learn to love herself, so she may learn to love another. Both now are on the knife edge, and you all have greater concerns. The Drow are a people, not merely an enemy, but they will not react well to your tolerance. In this darkness, you will all remain for a long time. You have an opportunity to aid many peoples should you navigate the dark with skill.
This is going to be fucking interesting without the focus of the event here. So I'm going to have to change how it was always supposed to go on the fly. This is, of course, my original vision, 2.0.
It is the nature of D&D.
It was always supposed to be the ninja and not him. And Sephiroth obviously is worthless for this because he's so handsome.
You're too pretty.
I'm just too damn pretty. Let's read the time records. I got a different candle.
I think at least we don't have to make any music references tonight.
Oh,
Fuck with them.
I suppose a great muggle like yourself is going to stop me. Right, you clap that cursed hand upon M's
Do you want to
stump.
clap first?
Upon Stump's stump.
Do you want to clap first?
No, I'm leaving it all in like I said.
Oh, okay.
So he can hear the recap he didn't do. And the alternative, Brendan, is I just call you every time. And frankly, I think I prefer that. So, okay, where was I?
Hand on.
Right, you clamp the hand on Stump's stump. Okay. The room. Old, dark timber of some grey nature. In panels on the floor are at angles like this, meeting each other in a lovely little tiered die. I don't know what the name of that patterning is, but it's like it zigzags like that across the floor almost. Slightly lighter, slightly darker timbers, making it look a little chaotic at times. A rug made of some tightly woven fiber, it's not wool or silk or anything like that, breaks this up. The rug is round, and it has little tassels, you know those little tassels, all around it. And the pattern on the rug is contained within a ring of faded yellow-coloured stitching, and the rug itself is red. And the pattern appears to be like an Argyle-style pattern, but it's little spiders. The room is narrow. It's sparsely furnished. A bed consumes much of it. A freestanding armoire sits beside the door on the far wall. A tightly barred window looks out onto the square from another. A set of old but still serviceable curtains in red, unpatterned, are tied with an elaborately braided cord off to one side of the window. So pulled across and tied it just on one side. The window itself is quite grimy on the outside, so even if you wanted to, you couldn't get a good view without opening it. It is secured at the side of the window, where it ties up, with a simple catch. A little hook catch. And it would swing outwards. Just under the window is the bed. Off to one side of the bed is a three-legged bedside table, or stool, if you wanted to use it as such. A mug of water has been placed on there by someone. The bed itself is furnished in simple, if not terribly comfortable sheets, and a plump pillow stuffed with you don't want to know what. Feathers? Let's say feathers. The bed itself is made of a browner wood, polished, possibly actually polished, or simply worn shiny and smooth with time. It stands just far enough off the floor for someone to hide under it. You think.
Cough.
And of course, the way the bedspread, also red, hangs down, it would be very easy for someone to, if they wanted to, hide under there and escape notice from all but the most ardent of serial killers. The door is stout, thick, and wooden. It contains a simple lock under the door handle, which is a handle and not a knob, in iron, by the looks of it. There is just enough of a gap under the door to require a draft extruder, a sort of long knitted sock stuffed with something, wedged under the door to keep drafts out. It is also, Sulan might think, exactly got enough gap that say, if a key were to be dropped onto a piece of parchment, it might be slid under the door by someone. Nonetheless, you all leave the key in the lock whenever you are inside and it is locked. This is a thing you have always done, and you are not changing it now.
You might have always done it. It's your room.
Everyone has always done it.
It's true, we've not specified otherwise.
Other than that, the room stands bare except for a single portable candlestick holder, the kind with the little plate attached to a candlestick with a small ring in it for one's finger. There is currently a 1 times candle in there. Now, upon the bed lies a half-orc creature. Naturally evil. Saphiro. Now, you'd be thinking he was going to smite it because it is evil, but he does not. For this particular creature thing has been a companion for some time. They call it various names, but I think a good appellation right now would be Stump. The orc is unique in that it does not have a right hand, except one made of moonstone and silver at the moment, that it does not appear to have noticed. As it lies there, just hoping to die. Suddenly, the door bursts open and a contingent of drow guards arrive. And they say, "Right, that orc there, let's go." And they drag him out. The one remaining guard is just like, "We have a warrant for the arrest of that orc."
What for?
Well, yes.
Crime.
Preposterous. We were given free
No,
room
shut up,
to
don't
sit-
believe you.
Sorry, what crimes?
They're bad ones.
I want to see the warrant.
No,
Saphiro,
shut up, don't believe you.
where's the warrant?
No, shut up, don't believe you.
Under whose authority are you arresting
No,
him?
shut up, don't believe you.
What colours is his tabards?
Red. Alright, he gives you a bit of vellum, upon which is inscribed in Drow some words! Who can read Drow?
Saphiro.
I can read
Saphiro
Elvish.
is making the bold claim that he can read Drow.
No,
if
I'm
this
not.
is not true, there shall be punishment.
I did
Use
not
your
make
skill!
that-
Use your skill! Does it give you language? Can
I
you...
don't think it gives me language.
It does not give you
Damn it!
language,
Alright, then not
This has come
Saphiro.
up before.
and it has always been due to human error. Then they arrest the orc and leave.
The half-orc or just the orc?
Just the orc.
Oh, Stump.
Yes.
Oh,
No, Jor-Karroc. Stump is there on the
sorry, yes. Jor-Karroc. Wait, but doesn't Jor-Karroc have the thing on that makes him look human?
field. Yes.
Yes.
And he put that on in full view of the guards who know
the
about
middle of the city, and he didn't... Oh, whatever.
it. He
Probably
did
why
that.
he's under arrest.
Impersonating being a human, yeah.
Yeah, the deception. I don't know.
Oh yes, the Drow hate deception. They don't do it at all.
No, but other
It's like
species
saying the
that aren't
government
there.
hates corruption. They don't do it at all.
Yeah, they hate other corruption that's anti-theirs.
Stump stoically, Jor-Karroc stoically is taken away by them. And he therefore is not in attendance for the following bit of things that happen.
I'll have to, I need someone to read this, but I'm concerned about what's going to happen. It should be fine for them.
We can't leave M or Silverhand, depending on who's going to come out of this
No!
by themselves.
M will come out. If Silverhand comes out, then we've got problems. Because we'll see. Has the extra hand clapped onto her first? Yeah. So the first thing I had to ask.
Yeah. After all, Sulin did it. Kasumi did it. It's her fault entirely, anything that happens.
It was her idea as well.
Yes, it was. Wait, no, it wasn't. It was
I was totally against it, but still am.
Going to one of your earlier descriptors about the windows, I mean, this might not be super relevant, but...
XP.
Huh?
The windows.
No,
95?
XP.
you mentioned them being grimy and so forth. Did the Drow actually have glass windows?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay. Just worthy of note, I thought.
Yes. The grimy wood cannot be seen through.
Yeah, I mean, that's
clean.
Yeah.
So thin.
Very thin wood, yes. So I will draw my attention back to the half-orc on the bed with the silver gauntlet.
Yeah.
Silverhand, okay.
It really is more of a hand.
Okay then, yeah. And are they doing anything? Are they moving? Or?
They do not currently appear to be.
I'm
Is there
making...
any like twitching around the forehead and eyes or anything? Like as if they're making some kind of internal mental struggle?
Wisdom check!
Yes.
Okay, yes, apparently there is.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, yeah, that's a pass. But if there is, then... Oh, yeah.
I want to make an action, really an action to, if the hand goes for the throat, which is quite likely, or a weapon, I'm going to restrain it. Or at least try to.
Alright. What's your strength? Oh, never mind, I can just look at your
My strength is pretty good. Won't beat hers, though. At least it might slow her down a bit.
No, those are spiders. What are they doing here? It's not these huge spiders. Oh,
You don't need those.
dear. Okay, colossal
You
spiders.
don't need those either.
You know,
Brendan,
it's going
can
to
you
keep
stop us?
escalating the kind of spiders.
Brendan,
spiders?
stop.
Phase spiders.
Oh, God.
Drow spiders, known as driders. Here we go. Strength 15. That's not too bad, actually. Fucking crap. Let's just put some penalties on all of these numbers that are above 8.
So that's 3 of them.
That's actually all of them.
Nice try. Yeah, from watching question mark is closely.
After a lot of time passes, the thing on the bed finally stirs and goes like,
And is that you?
Silverhand.
why have you done this?
Oh,
It's up to you to tell her.
is this Anna Silverhand?
I understand why you would be confused having put me into the body of a monster.
She is no monster.
Lunges at throat! Your throat, not the other one's. Your prepared action means nothing.
I noticed.
That's a hit. Jesus Christ, that's a hit. Strangling time! That's my body dealt to, I guess my constitution dealt to you every round.
Okay.
Or 3 rounds until unconscious.
I'm going to start trying to remove the hand. I know it takes 5 minutes.
Please listen to me. I'm Sephiro, Cleric of Tor. I only did this to help.
And you think you don't need to roll dice for some reason? That you're special?
That's a pass. Of charisma based, I'm guessing.
Yes, but how good of a pass?
To be honest, it's low, so it's not the best pass. Like, it's not that close to the stat, which I believe is better.
You have imprisoned me in one of these creatures! Choke, strangle.
That's perfect. Okay.
That means I have to
It's
be
right.
perfect
It's right
at
on
20.
17, so it's about as perfect as you get without being a nat. She is
Damn it!
victim to.
You won it.
10.
Whoa.
I thought it was a 20. A 20 is right there.
She is a victim of orcs. So just because she is half one of them does not mean she is one of them. She hates the orc kind.
Eventually, the disturbingly powerful half-orc just starts crying and pummeling you on the chest.
So just
Want me to carry on?
stop. Give us some time. Did I lose any HP during this?
Yes.
How much?
13.
Ooh.
I'd kiss myself back to health, but I'd need to have a couple of ribs removed.
Hey, you sure you want me to leave it like this?
Give it a moment. It's not the first time she's come out.
What? Who's come out?
Her.
When did she come out
Thought you'd
beforehand?
have more regard for me after everything we have been.
You think we have been through?
Yes. How long have I fought at your behest? I died for you.
I am not the same Saphiro you once knew.
Indeed, the war hath changed you, and not for the best.
No, I am literally not the same.
I'm sorry. I didn't want this.
She really didn't. This was all my fault.
Why do I know that?
Because I was the one that shared your gauntlet. Your hand. For a time. I was the companion you had while you were in the darkness.
And you could find no better than this?
I didn't want to do that at all.
Do you know what they did?
Yes. Not all of it, but enough.
Then if this is the engine that you deliver unto me, then I will make them pay for everything they have done.
Is M still there?
What?
The other mind in your head.
There is no mind.
The one that...
Only a savage, grunting, nightmarish mess. Another torment from the dark.
Well, she is a victim like you are. Not, I'm saying to the same degree, but she is also a victim of orc violence.
It is an orc.
Yes, and she does not want to be one. She is half orc. The result of the rape of an orc to a human.
This is unsettling. Even now I can feel unnatural violent tendencies.
She is extremely strong-willed and violent with her. Well, at least I was hoping that it was enough to overcome.
Where are we? Where am I? Where have you brought me?
We are in the Underdark.
Thou couldst not even bring me to the light.
We were trapped and brought under the water I had planned to take you to south from where I was, where I believed that you were, decided to reunite you with your self. Again, this is not what I wished for you. I'm sorry.
Why?
Why were you put on the hand?
No.
The arm of a...
Why did we put... Yes, why did we put the hand on her? Why did we... sorry, I just...
Our friend, the one in which you reside, was lost after losing her hand. She had no purpose of living. It was the last resort to try and save her.
So I am now a mere crutch? You have changed.
I apologize.
Well, then we'll leave it to you. Do you wish to stay like this? Would you like me to take you off again?
I don't even know.
This is the hard part, because I'm loath to take you off because you'll be trapped back in that place again, alone. But again, at this moment, Emma's possibly in that place, trapped alone as well.
She was trapped inside herself before we put the glove on.
If it's this place,
so only one of you can... You can't share? I do not understand how this works.
Share it with an orc? You ask too much of me, face of the past.
I probably do.
Should I share one of them?
Because, like I said, she hates them too. She's
There
a
are
victim
many
as
who
well.
hate, but none with more just need than the mine.
Are you sure this is justice and not revenge you're seeking? Are you
They
sure
are the same!
Not always.
What would you have me do then? Surrender to the orcs? Let them continue their ways?
I did not say that.
You need me.
We need you.
There are still orcs, I see it.
Orcs are not the biggest threat right now. The rise of the Dark One is the big threat.
And without his armies of the orcs, what threat could he possibly muster? Do you think any nation would stand with the dark, by the compulsion of a giant army of orcs and goblins? No. Whoa.
Are you alright?
hand the water. Yep.
It's coming again.
The
You
nine,
said it.
the 9 are free. As I wished I to.
Is that why you...
Yeah, the 9 have been out for just shy of a year. This is not why we did this. This is
1 year? Just short. How short?
By mere months?
Then we have mere months.
Please explain.
1 year. 1 year. That's the way it went last time. A year to the day. A year to the day after the 9 met together
Ah,
What, is when he began?
is when he appeared on the world.
the 9 has been seen riding together, yes.
I do not know if they've been seen together. They've just been seen in different ones have been seen in different areas.
I don't think it matters.
At least tell me the Dark Star has not fallen.
Not to my knowledge.
A great red star streaking across the sky
Yes.
towards the west.
Yes.
Oh, that has happened.
That's over a year ago.
What did the sages of Algria say?
Agria was destroyed.
Not sure you're aware how much time has passed.
The one that's been helping me.
Oh God, help me!
Oh, Em, you're there. Come on, you can fight it.
Kill me!
We're not going to kill you. Oh, street chick.
I'm removing the hand.
I mean, yay!
Removing the hand again, trying. While if shit's.
Oh, something else.
I also passed.
It takes 5 minutes to remove this. So if you want to chat,
Who is there now? Is that Em or Silverhand?
You can let go. I have quelled the beast.
She's no beast. I'm sure she seems that way to you. I understand you despise orcs and everything related to them.
That is the only right way to be.
No, I cannot dissuade you after so much suffering.
she can't be evil.
Of course she's evil. She's an orc. It is an orc.
Your hand I had identified. Which is how I knew who you were and some of your story. Not all of it, but some of it.
Well, I'm good.
Evil can't use it.
That doesn't make any sense. It's an orc.
She is not the only orc in our company who is not evil. There is another who travels with us. Jor-Karroc. He is a druid who helped stop decay across an entire kingdom.
The words do not make sense.
They are the truth.
The truth does not make sense!
These are the two of them that we've found that aren't evil. And Sephira has cast Detect Evil.
How do we know that this mockery is not wholly false and a servant of the dark?
Because I've heard Tor's voice twice.
So you claim.
Knocked me out for a week.
So you claim. No. A werewolf. Possibly a dark priest. Orcs.
I'm not a werewolf.
And I should believe any of what you tell me. Why?
You have heard me. I'm not a werewolf.
So confusing.
He's also wearing a Tauric symbol.
Anyone can do that.
She's not technically wrong.
First, you protest, then you capitulate. You are confusing, puzzling, aggravating. It's so alike. I cannot countenance these things.
What has changed since you were last walking upon the earth with your own 2 feet?